How you doing? I'm just went on a walk today. It's Sunday. It's a beautiful day. It's it's a big thing with me. If there's good weather, I can't stay inside. If it's cold, like if it's winter, I hibernate all winter long. But as soon as the weather's good, boom, I'm out. So you can count on it like clockwork. I love sunny, warm weather. When most people are like, "Oh, it's too hot," I'm like, "Yeah, that's when I thrive." I'm kind of a desert rat, you know. But I love the mountains and I love the beach, so I'm a rat of all those things. Rock and roll, no. um, so this video is about why am I alone all the time? Okay. I've done other videos on my other channel. I have a whole playlist on the subject, you know. A lot of that was when I first was doing YouTube videos. And I don't know if it's because some people listen to my message and everything, but then I started kind of getting treated differently, you know. And I've also grown, you know, and learned a lot. And so my situation is kind of different just because I'm a different person, you know. I've grown and learned a lot about myself and about life. But I'm still alone. If anything, I'm even more alone than ever before, you know. Um, and why is that, you know? It's 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 because like it's a choice. It's not because I have to be alone, you know. But at the same time, I don't wish I was alone, you know. It's not really because I want to be alone. It's because I choose to be alone, which is, believe it or not the same thing. Not in my case. Um, just transitioning female, like I'm hurt pretty bad inside over the people of my past, my family and friends, and just pretty much everyone in my life. Every time I say something like that, I want to bring up my son, you know. I was a single parent, so I paid for everything, did all, you know. His other parent loves him, no doubt, but I was the one that raised him, you know. He did all the work and everything. So my son loves me because it's natural, you know. You love the person that raised you, you know, and everything. But he's got his own life and everything. He doesn't. It's not his job to comfort me too much, you know, or play too big of a role in my life, you know. And that's fine, you know. I raised him so he could go live his life and enjoy it, you know. So when I mention people, I thought, you know, the subject of my son, it can be a completely different subject. So let's just when I say people, I mean everyone but my son, you know. But it's in a way I also mean him, you know, just because there's a void here or something, you know. I don't know, it's a cliche, but um, you know, I did a video on this about how it's called How to Handle Toxic People, you know, where I talk about how I didn't know I was an empath. I didn't even know what an empath was. I didn't know what a narcissist was. I didn't know that I'd created a world for myself where everybody's a narcissist, you know. I grew up with that, you know, in my family and stuff. You know, are your mom and dad narcissist? Whatever, dude. The details, it is mostly my siblings, but I don't want to go into that either, because these are real people, you know, and I gotta, you know, they're my family and everything. But the point here is that, you know, I'm hurt inside. People have really disappointed me because people's define, you know, they had to, when I transitioned, they had to define me. They had to explain to themselves what was happening, and they had to explain to others what was happening, and they had to explain to me what they thought of me, and you know, they had to develop opinions and everything. And everyone's entitled to their opinion, but you know, when you choose an opinion, there can be a price to pay for it, you know. And the price that they have to pay for it is I heard them say that. And people's opinions of me and everything broke my heart, you know. I'm hurt over it, And I'm disappointed in just all people. I have trust issues. I don't trust people because they say stupid shit when they talk about me. You know, I can get trust back when I hear like people in my past, they don't think I'm really transgender. And most of them don't even believe there's such a thing as a middle gender, a third gender, a trans woman. They don't even think anyone is, or they don't think that I am and other people are, or something like that, And that's just not acceptable. I deserve more empathy and compassion in my life than that. They don't know me well enough to know that. They're just saying that because that was what they said about me, and so they have to, it's human nature to you have to back up what you said, And so I don't trust the people in my past. On Facebook, they're happy when they're supposed to be sad, and they're sad when they're supposed to be happy, and there's just like zero understanding, and there's really just I'm tall and charismatic, and I can easily make friends, and I'm confident, and I mean, just like when most people look at me, they don't allow me to have struggles. They don't allow me to have problems because it's like they think I'm a superhero or something like that, So I don't trust people because they don't allow me any compassion. When's it my turn for someone to feel love and support and empathy for me? And it needs to be my turn at one point, and so I'm going to continue to take care of myself and believe that I deserve that. And right now is just not, I'm not really actively trying to find a new family and new friends and things like that. And I struggle with, even because when I know I can do something, I can do it. If I were to say, I'm going to climb that mountain, if I mean it, I will climb that mountain. I do the things I say, and I can do anything I set my mind to. And if I want friends, I can find friends. I can do anything I want to. I prove that to myself and to everyone continuously. But I'm not. How I do amazing things is I believe I can do it, and then I imagine it in my mind, and then that's like the spark that starts the fire. So if I can't imagine it and I can't believe it can happen, then it isn't going to happen, because nobody does things for me. I do everything for myself. I mean, I imagine it's like that, at least mostly for everybody, but for me it's like all that. There's no love or support in my life. No one's going to help me do anything. So I struggle with creating the vision of having friends. So I spend most of my time imagining myself living alone in the mountains. Like I think a lot of, like I just got through watching, which is kind of why I'm making this video, because I watched the movie Into the Wild. It's on Netflix, and that's just like, I'm just like that guy. McCandless is the same kind of person I have, and I first started being that kind of a person at a very young age. Like my earliest memories in life are like that. So him too, he's just like, I'm just like the same kind of person that he is. And so, just like I still spend most of my time fantasizing about, either buying a truck and living in the back of it, or going in the mountains and trying to live, summers, not winters. Like I said, I don't like the cold. And I can always get a job, I'm a really good employee and a really hard worker, so if I need something, I can always make it happen. If I need a job, if I need an apartment, anything that I need, I can make happen, because I'm that kind of a person. But the question is, what do I want? Because what I want's what really matters with me, because when I want something, I make it happen. So so I have trust issues with people. I would love to, like right now, I will buy a truck, and I will put a shell on it. I will put a mattress in the back, and 5 years from now, I'll probably be living in the back of a truck by choice. I mean, I'm a minimalist. You know, I just got through throwing away everything I owned, and it wasn't really that painful. Like, possessions don't mean much to me, you know, really. What means something to me is just like McCandless, you know. I'm a Taurus Gemini cusp, so I'm earthy, but Gemini means twin, you know. I love having a best friend. I really do. That's preferred. It's preferred to have a best friend. I don't need a lot of friends, but I like having someone in my life that I believe appreciates me, which is easy to come by, you know, because I've always been, I'm by nature very supporting. Like I said, like I've had a lot of narcissists, you know. Narcissists, if what you want to do is love and appreciate them, oh, they'll be your best friend. But what I want to be in healthy relationships where they also appreciate me. That's why I have trust issues. Is it possible that a human being could actually appreciate me? Is it possible, like, what's it like? You watch my YouTube channel, you know I've written a bunch of songs. Is it possible for me to play one of my songs and I can tell they actually enjoyed the song and they actually caught the message? Is that even possible? I don't know. I haven't experienced that part of life. Is it, as far as guys, is it possible for a guy to like me for more than just sex? I don't know. But that would be cool too, you know. I'm like, holy cow, this guy likes me for more than just sex. That's incredible. But I don't know. Sex makes me laugh. Have you noticed that? How come? Who knows? Like and so, like, why am I open on Facebook? Like, why am I sharing such personal information? The best answer is I don't know the answer. I really don't. I'm open to the possibility that there's something wrong with me. Maybe it's some kind of mental health issue. It might be. I know I've been abused a lot physically and emotionally, and there's been a lot of that in my life. And I know that I've studied narcissistic abuse syndrome, and people like us spend our whole lives trying to prove things and things like that. I imagine it has something to do with that. Maybe this whole video is messed up and it's a telltale sign there's something wrong with me mentally. I don't know. But all I can really do is just do my best and try to take care of me and try to be a good person, you know, and have boundaries, you know. To be my friend, I'll be happy to live alone, you know. I will. Life's, you know, it's probably one of the reasons that I am alone, because life's teaching me how to be alone and be happy about it, you know. I really don't, it's not that big of a heartache that I am alone, you know. I like being alone. I really do. And I could live in the mountains and be happy about it. I can get a dog. Dogs are great friends. And I get really close with dogs, so I really love animals. Cats too. Me and cats and dogs, wow. And children too. Cats, dogs, and children. Man, I am good at making friends with those things. They love me and I love them. It's those damn adult humans that I struggle with. You know, why are they so materialistic and mean and cruel to each other, and all this competition and all this stuff that I'm never really going to be able to understand, you know? So, you know, like, why do I make videos? Why do I do this? You'll notice that, like, my titles on my YouTube channel, like, my brother's trying on my case, you know, and like people that they care about me, they see I've put all this time and energy into these videos and stuff, and they're like, oh, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Even YouTube will send me videos, you know, and everybody's like trying to show me how to actually have people watch my videos and things like that. But it's just not how I work. It's just, I hate those kind of things, you know? I don't want to win people over using those methods, you know? That's just not, if nobody ever listens to me, that's okay. It doesn't matter to me. That's alright, you know? It has to do with my trust, because I'm like, oh man, it makes me think people are stupid because I have some really cool content, and I'm like, oh wow, these people aren't smart enough to know good content when they see it. But life, again, it's taught me to enjoy being alone, and it's also taught me that if I'm meant to be listened to, then I'll be listened to. You know, it's out of my control. You know, so if the universe wants, you know, I don't really believe I was designed to be listened to. You know, it's not meant to be for people to listen to me. It's not meant to be. I have something to say, but no one's ever gonna hear my message because it's not meant to be. You know, and that's okay. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be alone. I'm happy to be not listened to. I would like to have a friend. I would like to have some appreciation. I would like to experience empathy and kindness, you know. I know that I am capable of lots of love. Like, I love almost most people, and I see people every day, and I feel a lot of love for them. So, you know, I know that it's absolutely impossible that I'm the only one that can do that. I know it's impossible that there's not, just like it's impossible that there's not other planets that people live on. It's like, oh, do you believe in other planets and UFOs? It's like, yeah, I believe in aliens, UFOs, and other planets with intelligent life. It's, you know, because there's no way we're the only one. And it's the same type of thing, you know. There's no way I'm the only one that's capable of love and empathy and support and things like that, you know. Oh, I know they're out there. I know you guys are out there. Maybe you're one of them. But maybe it's not meant to be for me to ever experience that part of life. It's not a sad story, you know. That's what I mean. I need people in my life to know when to be happy. This is a happy message, really. It's me, you know. When a person can be happy with what they got, you know, and be thankful for what they have, that's like the foundation of all happiness and satisfaction of life. You know, I'm very happy, I'm very thankful, and I'm very satisfied with my life. You know, but I am very, very alone. I watch those videos and they say, you're never alone. You're never alone. Just remember that. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I don't believe that. You know, I know that I'm religious. I believe in Jah. I know that Jah is watching over me because I always eat. I always make it. I know that Jah, I know I'm not alone in the sense of Jah. But as far as humans, I am definitely alone. There's no human that really actually cares about me, trust me. And I'm okay with that. If that's the life I've been given, and the purpose of life is to learn, you know, maybe that must be what I'm meant to learn. And I'm thankful to be here to learn it, you know. I hope I don't die like Chris McCandless does on Into the Wild, though. You know, I'm scared about that. Am I going to end up alone in the mountains saying, I'm going to live in the mountains, and then die because I ate some poisonous plant or something? There's a good chance of that. And hopefully there will be enough empathy out there to know, just like with him, that it wasn't a suicide. It was just because that's what I think about. And what you think about is what ends up happening to you, you know? I love the mountains. I love animals. You know, with me, it's you know, like, you got to find what does she love? What does Angie love? What do I love? You know, what do I love? What do I want? You know, what do I want? And what do I love? And what do I imagine? You know, and that's the things that actually are relevant to who I am in my situation. It's not what does it look like to everyone else and all that. Like the YouTube type thing, you know, like I spend a lot of time on social media, so you'd think that I'm that type of person, but it's a mismatch. I'm not the social media type at all. It's just a big giant clash, you know. So anyway, so that's why I'm always alone, because I'm happy, and it's a good thing.